Golden Retriever is the one chasing, Black Cat is the one being chased. Black Cat is the one being adored, Golden Retriever is adoring. If you have at least some content on your social media about relationships, you have probably heard about this dynamic Golden Retriever Black Cat energy. In my current relationship, I am the Black Cat, but I used to be the Golden Retriever. And to be honest, it feels very nice to be adored by my boyfriend, and I want the same for you. So today, I want to share with you how you can become the Black Cat in the relationship. But before I do, I want to address something. There are a few things that I don't like when it comes to the content about Black Cat Golden Retriever energy. The first thing that I don't like about this point of view is that the word dependency is often used in a very negative light here. I've heard it many times that the Golden Retriever is the dependent one, as it is something completely horrible. When it comes to being dependent in a relationship, obviously the extreme is wrong. But having some kind of dependency in a romantic relationship is super normal. Another thing that I don't like about this Black Cat energy is that a lot of times the content creators say something that makes me feel like I'm supposed to disregard my boyfriend's emotions. And to be honest, I am in a very healthy relationship, and one of the most beautiful things that I have in the relationship is that we are safe and we are free to express our emotions. I love it when my boyfriend shares with me how he feels and I share how I feel, and we kind of like speak about it. We speak about our emotions a lot, and I think it's completely normal, healthy, and just for sake of being a Black Cat in a relationship, I don't think you should disregard your man's emotions. He's also a human being. And I also feel like in a lot of videos about this energy is said that women should only care for themselves and kind of be like selfish, but that's not good for the relationship either. The extreme of taking care of other people's emotions and not yours is wrong. But on the other hand, the other extreme is also not good when it comes to your relationship. And some of the content makes me feel like women who speak about this energy hate men. This is not about using your man, being manipulative. This is completely about something else, to be a Black Cat in the relationship. And lastly, a lot of times the content that I've seen, it made me feel like only a certain group of women can be the Black Cat. But I'm telling you, I am naturally very sweet. I love to be playful. I have a lot of Golden Retriever attributes. And if I would follow a lot of those advices that I've heard on social media about Black Cat energy, I would not be authentic. And authenticity and being true to yourself and listening to what you truly want is one of the characteristics of Black Cat. So today I'm going to share with you my perspective on what it means to be a Black Cat, how I became one, and how you can do the same. So first things first, the higher vibe you have, the more magnetic your energy is. If you want to be this Black Cat, this goddess in the relationship, you have to put in the work. You can fake it and act that you're confident, that you feel a certain way, act a certain way, but it doesn't feel really natural to you. But you know what is actually better? Becoming that Black Cat, becoming confident, knowing what you want, setting boundaries. I naturally had a lot of beautiful qualities, but what made me even more attractive was the fact that I was working on myself, on being mature, on being confident, stop people pleasing, healing my anxious attachment style. I was explosive. I was such a big people pleaser. I was only caring for other people, never for my own emotions. I was not setting boundaries, and even if I set some, I would never stick to them. But the more I grew, the better partner I became. And obviously because of that, I was attracting better partners to me as well. So my first advice to you is never stop growing. There has to be a balance between you wanting to grow and you accepting how you exactly are in this current moment. And when you have this beautiful balance of growing and appreciation of yourself, top combination. Always invest in yourself because that investment is gonna have a compound interest. Invest in your mental well-being, in your physical health, in reprogramming your mind, canceling your negative habits. You're gonna become so magnetic. But it takes time. And you have to be patient with yourself and put in the work. Another thing that was absolutely blocking black cat energy whatsoever in me, and I was total golden retriever, was the fact that I had a very heavy anxious attachment style and I was people pleasing 24/7. If you tend to people please, if you have anxious attachment style, that's exactly what is not beneficial for your black cat energy. And for yourself, overall, there are benefits of you having anxious attachment style. A lot of times, if you get it under control, then it makes you a very good partner because you are so used to listening to all the cues, to how your partner feels. That's great. But if it's not under control, then it can very badly affect your relationship. In fact, it was negatively affecting my relationship as well. Because yes, you might have an ex-boyfriend and you can think of what he did wrong and what he was acting like, but how did you act in the relationship? For me, I had a very bad anxious attachment style. I was always helicoptering. I was so anxious. I need constant reassurance, but like to the extreme. Black cat is unbothered, detached. So if you want to tap a little bit more into the black cat energy, people pleasing and anxious attachment style has to go under control. If you have this tendency to people please and you have anxious attachment style, you tend to pour so much energy into someone before you even get to know them, before they even deserve that much of your energy. I used to have zero boundaries. I was jumping through hoops. It didn't matter at all what I want, what I feel like, what my emotions are. I have two mindset shifts for you today. But when it comes to people pleasing and anxious attachment style, there's so much more we can discuss. If you would be interested in video about that, just let me know in the comment and I will make a video for you. Mindset shift number 1, you should act from a place of fulfilling your own needs rather than performing for others to love you. If you want to have this black cat energy, this magnetic aura, you have to be able to fulfill your cup first. If your cup is not full, you're not acting from the place of fulfillment. You lack something and you try to get it from the outside. So you have to figure out how can you fulfill yourself first. I've heard a lot of times that people consider this selfish. But how is this selfish? If your cup is full, you can actually do so much better for the world than when you're lacking, when you're in a survival mode, fight or flight. When your cup has nothing in it, you cannot give anything good. There's nothing, you drained. Observe where your energy flows and take your energy back. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on drama? Are you focusing on unhealthy relationship? You have to fulfill yourself first. Set your boundaries and see what other people are gonna do. It can happen that people cross your boundary, because they're not you. They have to remember it. But if someone repeatedly crosses the boundary and you tell them, you express that you have this boundary and they disrespect you, that person goes out of your life because that person doesn't deserve your presence. If you want this princess treatment, how are you treating yourself? How are you treating yourself? Are you treating yourself like this cat, like this princess? Are you putting in the work? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking yourself on dates? Because the way how you're gonna act towards yourself It's going to be mirrored to you from the outside world. If you are a people pleaser, you ask everyone how they feel. Are you okay? How are you feeling? Are you good today? Did you ask yourself how you're feeling today? Did you check in with yourself? How are you feeling today? Are you feeling good? Why are you taking care of everyone else when you are not taking care of yourself? That is not sustainable. And that is definitely not benefiting this magnetic black cat aura at all. Fill your cup first. Mindset shift number 2. Stop asking yourself if they like you. Start asking yourself if you like them. Honestly, it took me a long time before I realized this thing. I was constantly trying to sell myself to other people. Like I was something useless, unworthy. And I never even considered, do I like those people? Do I like to hang out with them? Do I resonate with them? Do we share the same interest? Why are you constantly looking at if other people like you, want you, when you don't even consider if you like them? So how about you? If you're in a relationship, do you like how he treats you? Do you like the way he speaks with you? Do you like how he behaves towards other people? Do you like him? Care about your own needs. How you see the people, how you see the world, how you feel about things. Because that is the black cat essence. That is the black cat essence. She wants to feel comfy. She wants to feel good. She has this expansive aura. It is a privilege to be in her presence. She has expansive energy. And so you should have as well. Because you're trying to sell yourself cheap all the time to everyone. To everyone. Like you offering yourself like, oh my God, I am so worthless. Just take me. No. No. In my relationship, I know I am not perfect. I have my flaws, but I also know my worth. I know what I stand for. I know what I feel like. I know what my needs are. I express my boundaries. And if my boyfriend crosses one of them, I will let him know. When someone disrespects me, if that happens repeatedly, that person is not allowed in my life. And that is what makes my energy expensive. Because if I would tolerate every single person who disrespects me in my life, then how is my energy expensive? Another thing that is very important when it comes to black cat energy is detachment. With this one, again, you have to focus on healing your people pleasing in your anxious attachment style. But let me tell you, let the man be who he is. And then decide if you like him. Exactly what I just said. I know you see the future with him. I know you see the wedding. But is he really worth it? Do you really want him? Are you just picturing him somehow, but it's not reality at all? Maybe he is just supposed to be in your life for a bit. He's supposed to be a part of your growth, but he is not meant to be there forever. But if you would attach yourself to him so much that you wouldn't let go no matter what, even if it wouldn't serve you, then you are blocking yourself from the best thing that could come your way. Imagine you stay with this man when you don't feel well in the relationship, you don't feel like it's working, but just because you're scared, you don't let go of him. And then, behind the corner, there could be your dream man. There has to be like a very delicate balance again between detachment and actually being present. You should enjoy the situation you are in, the relationship you're in, the dating, the dates, the romantic stuff, the not really romantic stuff, all of it, but be detached at the same time. Do not attach yourself like your life depends on it. You should be still independent human being, have your own interests, friends and everything, but you shouldn't detach yourself to the point where you are super cold. It's like you know that if something would happen, you can stand on your own feet, you can handle it, you don't break down, but at the same time, you don't want to like predict and assume that it's not going to work out anyway, so why would I attach myself to him? Focus only on what you can control, how you react in situations, how you speak, how your habits are, what you do, your hobbies, your friends. Like, focus on things that you can control. The rest you have to let go of, because you cannot control the second person. That's not how it works. Because at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. And if you are not meant to be together, you're not meant to be together. I used to be so desperate. And every single time when I went on a first date, I was already picturing us getting married after 5 minutes of seeing this guy. And then, like, it wouldn't work out, or he would ghost me and I would be completely devastated. That's not the way you want to go. Build your own life. And the man in your life should just be a nice addition to it. And I have a few other points. It is very important that you're authentic to yourself and you find your way how to do certain things so that you can feel a little bit more like the black cat of the relationship. First of all, I take care of myself. Every single time when we go on dates, I want to look presentable. I wear nice dresses, I smell nice, I put on jewelry. I make myself feel confident. I am also sassy, in a very good way though. Whenever I don't like something, I just say like, no, I don't like, yeah, I do. No. My boyfriend immediately knows when I don't like something. I let him know. And when he does something I don't like, I also let him like, I don't like this. I don't like when you do this. But like, I'm so like unbothered about it. I say it, I feel it, I say it. And like, I'm kind of unfiltered with it. But I always make it funny. I never make it rude or mean, or I don't raise voice. I kind of always like keep my playfulness, but it's like part of me and it's very natural to me. So you have to find your own way how to do those things, because what might be natural for me is not natural for you, and then you wouldn't be authentic. But this is what is authentic to me, and you can get some inspiration from it if you want. And the last thing, I do things how I want to do things. Like, obviously, there's a space for compromise, right? There are things that you need to compromise about in a relationship. But let's say I get dressed in something, or I wear specific jewelry, or I want to dye my hair different color. This is my opinion. And just because my boyfriend wouldn't like it, I wouldn't change my opinion on that, because I want to do so. And neither should you. Like, if you like something, if you feel good, just go for it. It doesn't matter, like, okay, you don't like it, but I do. So I'm going out like this. So for closing of this video, I would say that there are so many things that form a very successful, healthy relationship. It is good to learn things about relationship, especially if you grew up in an environment where you never saw a good relationship. And let me tell you, you should always keep it yours. Find your way to it. Don't play something that is not you, because your essence is what in core makes you so, it makes it so you. And if you're confident in who you are and what your essence is, that is so black cat, Okay. Bye.